Welcome, y'all. Welcome to our show, man. 1 + 1 =
2.
relationships. It's all about
Addition and subtraction.
I'm one of your hosts, Trey Verdejo.
And I'm Gina Verdejo.
You know it's true, I wanna go with you. I'll be right there, straight holding you. Whatever it takes to do.
What it is. It's your boy, Trey Verdejo.
It's your girl, Gina Verdejo.
And welcome to another episode of 1 + 1 =
2.
Relationship is all about
Addition and subtraction.
Yeah.
We're back.
Alright, so let's get into it. You know what people love tuning in for is our great topic. So we definitely got some good ones for y'all today. We're gonna start them off with, babe.
So we were talking about some things, and even though we do post a whole lot of stuff on social media, on our platforms, both of our pages, our 1 + 1 podcast, IG page, there are still things and times when we just don't post it. Not because it's bad, we just keep some things private, and some things we are good, we're very transparent, we're posting. So we were saying, in a relationship, what do you keep private versus public? And what I was thinking was like certain examples of, we make time and we go out a lot. We don't mind posting stuff like that. But I get uncomfortable about sexual things. Too much information. I feel like if you overindulge our sex kind of thing, I don't like it.
Yeah, but I mean, for me anyway, private or public, you know, I don't really talk about my sex life anyway. With my friends, anything like that anyway. That's just something more. If you my ex, then I'm gonna talk shit about, you know, what we did.
We don't want to talk about that. But no, some people on social media, you know, they are very like over open. And I was like, if that works for their relationship and their situation, I think that's something that both of them had to agree on. And with us, it was kind of like we both agreed, like some stuff I think it's overkill. I don't want to post every single thing. But does that hurt you? Well, would that hurt us having a platform talking about relationships?
Yeah, it's a double-edged kind of sword. You know what I mean? Like, if we decide to do this platform where we're talking about relationships, I'm not saying we gotta tell everybody our business, but it's gonna be a little bit to an extent that we're gonna have to give out that maybe we don't want to give out at times.
At times.
You know, and also for the sense of being transparent as well. We don't want to be up here like we don't go through no problems. We just telling y'all.
Like faking phone.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So sometimes you got, you know, push it out there to an extent, but at times I feel like, man, we already started that problem. Because at times, there's been times I woke up, I'd be like, you know what, I'm ready to delete all my shit. You know what I mean? It gets to that point. Like, I don't ever want to have, and I did this mistake in the past, so I don't ever want to beef about something and then I make a post and it's about my wife. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'm getting all these comments from females who, you know, they more cool with you, so they're gonna be like, man, yeah, fuck that bitch, or why she treating you like that? Damn, you talking about that girl now? You know what I'm saying? Like, you worth everything. They don't even know you. You worth everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I learned that, you know, a long time ago. So I don't post stuff like that anyway.
Yeah, but our platform sometimes is male, not versus female, but a difference of opinion. So it's not that we're over. Everything we talk about is not based on us.
Yeah.
We really have conversations about anything. We talk about everything. And we bring it to the platform for difference of opinion from a male and a female's perspective. So that's how I look at it. So everything we talk about, y'all, trust me, it's not us. So what do you think about, or do you even think it's necessary for your partner to even consider a cultural background? How important is it?
Yeah, that's important. You know, it's an important relationship because, you know, when you meet family, or also you always want to make your significant other feel comfortable.
Yes.
You know, whether at home or, you know, like me, I don't celebrate no holidays, no Christmas, none of that. She likes to put up a Christmas tree up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say, nah, you know, ain't nobody gonna come to my house say shit to me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead and put your tree up, you know what I mean? I gotta respect your cultural background, you know what I mean? When we got together, we was already both grown ass people. I can't change who she is. So, you know, you gotta
We compromised.
yeah,
We
you
talked
gotta
about it.
we gotta compromise, you know. It's important, you know what I'm saying? It is important to not just cultural, just get to know your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to think, well, you know, we both in the same culture, so I'm good. Nah, you still gotta,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Get to know your partner, see what he loves, and start doing things that he loves. You know,
Things that he loves.
yeah. You know, do things with him that, you know, he likes doing. You know your partner, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know your partner likes doing this, then do that with him. Even if you don't like it, fake it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta master how to do things that your partner don't like in order for the relationship to work.
Do you know people were texting me? My husband made a post. I don't know. He just be in his office, and sometimes he'll have some time, and he'll just come up with shit. It don't really have nothing to do with me. I
Right.
don't see it. I don't know. And I was like, wow, what is he talking about? And I'm like, huh? Who? So you want to tell him what your post said? What was your
Yeah,
video?
I said, you gotta master doing stuff you don't like doing with your wife. And after I posted that, and she made a little slick comment that night about it. Real, you know how they throw it in there to let you know, like, nah, I ain't understand that either. No, I can understand how I kind of left it open, but I was just to give small little examples.
Okay.
You know,
Give it.
say, you know, she likes to, on Sunday, you know, go to this farmer's market and buy fruits and walk around, and you hate that shit because it's Sunday and you want to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So you like, instead of be like, damn, man, you fucking want me to go with you, be like, all right, love, I'll go with you. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, you just got to master doing shit that you don't like doing with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I learned a superpower while I was since I've been in a relationship with my wife. You actually gave me a superpower.
I gave you a
Yeah, because I could look here and listen there. Or look here and listen there. Because I be watching Game 7 of the motherfucking championship. Best player in the world's on TV, ready to get busy, fourth quarter. And here she come downstairs. Hey, so you think we should paint the room green?
Never.
And and she started giving me this whole comment. And it'd be a little bit more dramatic. She'd be like, can you believe this bitch told me at work I should paint my room green? And you remember, I was thinking about this bitch, and I'm sitting there, and I gotta look at her, you know what I'm saying? I gotta look at her so she could be like, oh, this nigga paying attention to me. But the whole time, my ears over there paying attention to the game so I can know what's going on. So every time niggas score, my whole body is dancing, but I can't because I could be like, man, that bitch is crazy for telling you should paint your room green.
First of all,
So I learned the superpower.
I have never interrupted a game because I know the importance of it. Now, there have been times that he'll be sitting watching the 5th or the 6th sports talk show. Mind you, it's been on all morning, all afternoon, and all night. By the 6th or 7th one, bro, I need to talk to you about something. I don't care what they done said. You done saw Skip, Shannon, Jehovah, everybody, you done watch them all throughout the day, and he still wants to sit and watch them talk some more. I'm going to interrupt that. But when the game starts, it's a no-no in our house. We don't do that.
Fellas, how many of y'all experienced this? Please tell me y'all experienced this.
But we have never, I don't do that during the game. I do not.
Not Game 7. I would be a little bit dramatic. But I'm watching the game. It's a game going on. It's not a repeated game. It's a game going on. And she'll give me at least an 8-minute story. At least. And this the part, fellas, I know y'all can relate to this. This the craziest part. She'll be on the phone, right? She'll be like, and this is not a specific story, I'm just giving you like a general example. She'll be like, well, you know what? I don't want to talk about it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell y'all anything. Click. Babe. And be like, what the fuck you want to tell me for? I ain't want to hear that. Nah, call that person back. No. Pick up the... I ain't never say that to her. I gotta be like, again, that superpower that I learned and was able to, incorporate in this
Where the
relationship.
button? Ladies, let me tell y'all something. My hair is brown, right? I have a little phone. I would be on the phone talking, and Trey will walk straight up to me and start talking. He don't like, yo, bro, you know I'm not talking to you. And he'll cut me, babe, do you want to go to the grocery store right now? Are you going to the store later? Because I need some fruits. Did you put gas in your truck? Just asking stupid shit that could actually wait till I hang out. So I've mastered a superpower. Since I've been with you.
You got one too?
This is my superpower.
What's this superpower?
Wait a minute, hold on for a minute. What? Alright, so.
Well, now I know when you do that to me. Okay.
I be wanting to say, wait a minute.
See, this show is exposing the lies.
Don't you see this phone in my hand? But, like I said, men do it, women do it, we both do it. But he made
Every other time when you want to tell me what the fuck to do while you're on the phone, you could talk and listen.
Negative.
But when I got something to say now,
He always got something to say when I get on the phone, though. That's the thing. So anyway, like I said, he made this post, you got a master. And then he was being sneaky with it. He was looking back like I was close. I was upstairs. I didn't know. He was like.
But again, people can't see. That's the thing about sometimes when you post, I like to give a lot of advice and shit like that. But you gotta put a skit to it. You know what I mean? So
he was looking like he was.
I was looking like I came.
sneaky.
But let's get to this next topic. So,
Okay.
do you think if you ain't witnessed a healthy relationship growing up, then more than likely you wouldn't be in a healthy relationship?
I think you have to try harder. I think it's more work because you really don't know what you're doing. You don't have an example. So you freestyle.
So it's important for you to witness
Absolutely.
all.
And I don't mean from social. See, back when we was coming through it, we didn't have social media. You had either those couples on TV, and this was pre-Cosby Show, pre all of that. And for me, it wasn't a lot of black, strong love on TV. What, Good Times? The Jeffersons? That's pretty much what I had. And like I said, we were coming home recently from a date. And we joke and laugh about so much stuff. I don't even know how we got on the topic of it.
Right.
We was talking about our parents and certain things, and we both agreed that it was kind of odd because I had shared something I never told anybody, never ever. And I said, Trey, when my parents got married before I was born, when I found out they were getting divorced, I was happy. I was relieved. And I had witnessed family and friends of mine whose parents were getting divorced, and they were devastated. They were so sad. And I was like, yes, it's about damn time. I wanted it. And I knew what a divorce meant, and I was so happy they were getting divorced. So I did not have an example from my parents, but their parents showed me love.
Why was you happy? It was because, obviously it was unhealthy, but it was just like...
The tension in my household when we were together as a unit was unnerving for a child.
It was better for them to be apart.
It was much better. My father and I got along great when we were home, just us. My mother and I got along great when we were home and it was just me and her. But when my father would come home, you could see the tension. She was so relaxed and we would, and then it would be a mess. But when my grandparents, all four of them, they got married and stayed married to their last breath. I watched it and I didn't understand it. I didn't appreciate it until I met you.
Yeah, I don't want to say I was happy when my parents decided to, separate. But I definitely witnessed a lot of abuse from both sides. I witnessed my father being abusive, more him though. And I noticed my mom's being abusive or being wild or, she was a party animal, you know what I'm saying? So I witnessed it but I also had a lot of bad days that came with it. You know, a good healthy relationship, but it was a lot of bad days. And from those, I said, yeah, I ain't never gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you wanted to be the opposite of what you saw.
Yeah. And I think, you know, I think about how my kids may look at me. You know what I'm saying? When me and their mother separated, I'm pretty sure, you know, because I went through some issues with my oldest son. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of it is because, damn, man, you know what I mean? How you gonna cheat on my moms, or how you gonna, you know, leave my moms, or so I'm sure they looking at that, and I see how they are with, you know, their girlfriends, and I'm like, you know, that's good. They learning from my mistakes,
They're
or at
good.
least see that and be like, yeah, you know, I gotta do better. So yeah. So let me ask you this then. So what about compromising though? How much compromising goes into a relationship?
I ain't gonna say I think. I know compromise is key, but you can't compromise to the point of you losing yourself. Because I've done it. Compromise means it's a 50-50. So when you get to a 50-50 and you have a partner that gives it back, you know what I mean? Then that makes it worth it. Versus you get lost in compromising and everything becomes about that partner. So again, what you think about compromise?
Nah, compromise is important, man. It's something that you should definitely have in your top 5, top 8 in a relationship.
Top 8? The hell kind of stats you got?
I'm just saying, I was just trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, you know what I mean?
Top
Stretching it. It should be top 3 almost, for real.
I think it's in your top 3.
But yeah, you know, compromising, but like you said, not to the point where you're gonna lose yourself. You know, in love or in relationships, you're always gonna do something outside of your character.
But some people will not do it.
Yeah, you're gonna do, but some people may not admit it, but you are gonna do something outside of your character. People just think, oh, if I do something out of my character is if I, you know, it don't gotta be nothing extreme. It could just be the littlest thing, but you're doing something that's a little different than what you normally would have, you know, be doing. Because you're in a relationship, you're thinking about somebody else, especially if you care about this person. So,
Like when we did the first reel, you was so irritated.
yeah. And then I posted, yo, as soon as I posted,
As soon as he posted.
my nigga hit me like, oh, you on Ferris wheel, my nigga? Like,
I didn't even think about it. I swear. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to get on. He
I
was
think
like,
that was my first time ever, I think.
he was like, G, come on. I was like, no.
I was way in my 30s.
Come
like, you know.
on. So we do it, and I was like, let's take a picture. Or you was like, we're going to take a picture. He kept trying to tilt it. I said, what kind of angle you get? He was trying to get the angle so nobody would know it was a first reel, right? Soon as he posted it, somebody hit his phone up
Wow.
talking about, you in the first reel? He said, I knew it. He got my boys joking me.
Crazy, you know?
Compromise.
You know what
So what do you think about when we say, like we just were talking about compromise, what about being prideful? Do you think that's something that can potentially kill your marriage? And when I say being prideful, like, I want to use the word like stubborn.
Well, I recently saw a post where, you know, some girl was breaking down like, you know, when we, you know, our prides will break our relationships up, and she gave like some examples, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna list them real quick and then we'll talk about them.
Okay.
You refuse to admit you wrong. You won't seek professional help. You refuse to share how you feel. And then you view each other as opponents instead of teammates. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, we're going to incorporate this into our show and talk about it, because I think it's she covered a lot in those 4 things. You refuse to admit you wrong.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, you know what I
And
mean?
we both struggle with that.
We both have arguments, or we both been in situations where each of us has said, you just don't want to admit when you're wrong.
For sure.
I think everybody in a fucking relationship,
We definitely have hit
you
that
know,
wall.
will say that, and it's hard. Or, because sometimes you can know you wrong, but since you're in the heat of an argument, you don't want to give in, then you wait till the next day, be like, oh, you know, you was right, and da-da-da-da. And sometimes that work, but other times it don't. It can really make it worse.
I know that is something that, like I said, we both struggled with admitting that you're wrong. And then what I started thinking about is not a right or wrong. We don't both always have to be right or wrong. It was more or less of a difference of opinion. Just because you see something differently than me does not make you right. It don't make me wrong.
Yeah.
And then when you said pride, the first thing I thought of when you said it, like, I take a lot of pride in our relationship. I've always, this, I've always held us at a certain standard in the way that I carry myself outside of you. When I'm out and about, it's a representation of my relationship. I'm prideful of that.
Absolutely.
I respect myself enough, and I want the same thing from my partner. I want you to be prideful of your relationship. But then when you were saying like being too prideful with each other, so that's where the difference comes in. Being prideful of your relationship and your situation is different from you just got a chip on your shoulder and you being prideful with your partner.
Yeah, right.
That will kill your relationship.
Yeah. Definitely. For
So
sure.
even with like professional help, when we tapped into it, I realized I can't push this on you. That is your journey to take. Now, when I expressed what I was doing, you respected where I was with it. You was like, I respect this. But again, it had to be something you wanted for you. I never told you you had to go to the therapy or counseling or this or that.
No, that was a big step.
It was a big step.
That was a big step. Another thing that I salute, something that you helped me realize, nigga, you need help.
But men are very hard sometimes with professional
that
help.
pride,
It's pride.
Because as an alpha male, somebody like me who, I'm a go getter. You know what I'm saying? I always had a great support system as far as something at home. You know what I mean? Boom, that's my backbone. I know home is good. I'm gonna go out there and go get it. I'm just a go getter. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to say, like, I almost slapped the shit out of a coworker one time, right? For saying, yo, you should go get a mentor. I took it like a sign of disrespect. Like, you think I'm weak? You think I need a mentor?
Ah.
You know what I mean? So that was my mind state. That's just how I grew up. I didn't grow up leaning. I grew up either you swim or you sink. Which one you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a hell of a swimmer. You know what I mean? So seeking help, seeking professional help, or for a man to even say, yo, I need help, man, that
Big
took a
step.
lot. I had to, the part that frustrates me the most about me seeking help, the damage I caused.
Before seeking help?
To put me in a position to get that help.
I got you.
I was just so mad, like, fuck, I heard so many people did this or did that where I could have prevented all that by just simply saying, okay, let me listen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And nobody was trying to change me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People were just trying to just make me better.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't understand that.
The delivery is key. Because I can tell you how I feel. It might not come out nice. It may not be received well. And that's part of why he's blocking out what I'm saying because of my delivery. So that has been key. And it took me forever to get that. Like, yo, he ain't even listening. Because I'm fussing and cussing and yelling. And the first thing he'd say, ignored everything I said. Why you so loud? Why you yelling? So, and I tell you all the time, don't try to tell me how I feel. That irritates my soul. I hate when somebody tries to tell me, but you should feel like this about that. Nah, I'm me. I'm programmed like me. Don't tell me how I should feel. Now, if you don't like what I just said, how I'm feeling, how you made me feel, then we need to talk about it.
Nah, nigga, you usually telling me, don't tell me how I feel
Don't tell me
after
how I
she's
feel.
telling me how I should feel. Ain't that crazy?
Nah, that's not true.
Yeah, you telling me don't tell you how I should feel.
That's
but you,
right.
In
Don't
return, you
tell
telling me how to tell you
Nah,
how to feel.
no. I'll fall down the steps and hurt my ankle, and he'd be like, why you crying? You shouldn't feel like that. I just hurt my ankle. Don't tell me I shouldn't feel this way, and I just want to go off. So now I'm not even mad about the ankle. I'm mad because he told me I shouldn't feel this way.
I ain't know. You ain't
I'm
never
just using that as an example.
Nah, that was a horrible fucking example. You got niggas thinking like, damn, Trey.
Well,
she just fell
I'm
out of the
just
steps.
saying.
You asking her? Nah, nigga, nah. That was a terrible example. You want to go
Well, I'll
again,
give you
please?
another one.
Thank you.
So
Ain't that a motherfucker?
somebody can say
Put a
something.
warm band.
No, won't for that one. Like, I could get upset about something at work, right? which has created a situation that I had to do something extra. Well, I don't want to do extra. I'm expressing it to him. He'd come with the, well, why are you upset about that? You shouldn't feel like, and I'm like, nah, don't tell me I shouldn't feel like that. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad at him.
I just be trying to make it just,
But now I'm mad at you because you just told me how to feel.
Right. It's definitely important to be teammates. You know what I mean? I just always got on her to be like, yo, I'm here. It's never I don't got it without checking with me first.
Right. All right. We're going to tie some things up and we're going to go over some quick stats that we thought was really interesting.
Before we go through the stats, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you, because we've been trying to do our research on a lot of things, so do you feel like couples, who do you think is more happy? Couples or single people?
Couple. I think it's couples. What you think?
So, I thought it was maybe both ways a little bit, leaning more towards the single people, in my opinion.
And I really do think the pandemic plays a major part in that. I saw a decline in my single people who...
I think the pandemic hurt the single population.
Yeah, I think so.
Motherfuckers was masturbating like a motherfucker.
I don't know that. I don't ask that. How you know that?
I was just assuming that.
There
I
you
just
go.
saw a lot of
all in people business.
A lot of new toys and a lot of stuff come out around that time. You know what I
How
mean?
you see that?
Social media and stuff.
Oh, okay. I had to check your feed.
Yeah, I unfriend them. I unfriend them. I don't want that kind of negativity
You
in my...
unfriend them?
Yeah, I unfriend them and block them.
Y'all hit me back. He's lying. He ain't
Unfriend them and
unfriend
block.
nobody.
Yeah, we was at a festival. She like, you see all these girls out here with the pierced nipples? No.
Oh my gosh. Because...
I don't see nobody.
No, Caribbean festivals, y'all, they naked. They are ass out, titties out, everything out.
I was looking for
Here goes Stevie Wonder. He missed it all out. I was like, babe, wow. And then I saw something that I liked, and I'm trying to show it to him. Because she had some piercings up here, and he ain't even look. He looking at his shoes. What the hell? I'm trying to show you something, baby. We together.
I got superpowers.
That's a superpower again.
It's another superpower.
Oh, Lord. Anyway,
let's move on.
Okay. So phony, y'all. He look when I ain't there, but when I'm there, I give him a pass and he still won't look. He is so phony.
That shit come back later, trust me. 3 years later, it'll come back. We be having a romantic-ass dinner in Hawaii. You remember that bitch with the piercing you said her nipples? I be like, you bring that up right now?
It's like I'm trying to compromise, remember? So we looked at some divorce rates, right?
Divorce rates.
Divorce rates.
And what are the reasons, right? So we got race.
Race.
Has one of the highest. Okay, got it.
Yes. Those words kind of sounded similar when I said it, so I was trying to look it up.
Okay,
race has the highest factor in it, right? So the national average divorce rate is 2.7 per 1,000. Isn't that crazy? Let me say it again.
Yeah.
The national average divorce rate is 2.7 per 1,000 people. Okay? That's per the CDC in 2019. So it's kind of like, okay, so the divorce rate kind of took a dive. But you gotta look at the years, the span.
The marriage rate declined as well.
Right. So people decided, all right, look, instead of getting a divorce, fuck it, we not even gonna get married. You see what I mean?
What's the highest divorce rate? What kind of industry has like the highest? Give me like the top 3 industries that has the highest divorce rate.
The craziest one that I never would have thought was number 1 was casino industry. And I was
52.9%.
I was about to say that 52.9, and I wanted to go get a job at the Horseshoe when they first opened.
We would have been over, baby.
We would have been over. Second one, number 2, bartenders.
I motherfucking told you will never be a bartender.
And I was like, babe, I could be a bartender. I don't even drink. I don't know how to make
52.50%. 50%.
Bartenders, y'all. Which makes sense, right?
Yeah. This one makes sense right here too.
Number 3, flight attendants. You ain't never home.
Flight attendants, yeah.
Always in the air. And what did I tell you about you traveling all the time? It was the decline of our relationship.
Shit, I wasn't a flight attendant. But what I will say,
Flying a lot.
I will say, Those flight attendants are. Go ahead, move
What
on.
was you gonna say?
No. That's the highest. That's a
The
high.
ha ha ha.
50%.
What's the flight attendants?
Flight attendants, man, that job is dangerous.
Shut up.
They out in the air and stuff. That's
Out in
dangerous.
the
Yeah, it's out in the air. Let's go ahead. Let's move on.
Oh, jobs with the lowest rate. Now get this. Scientists and software developers.
These niggas don't got
on.
no time. They gonna be home, bored as shit. Of course they wise ain't gonna go nowhere. They're making hella money. They're buying whatever you wanna buy. So of course I can see scientists and doctors and all that
Oh
shit
my God.
have the lowest.
Oh, this gonna get you though. States with the highest National Center for Family and Marriage Research. Now we ain't making this up.
Okay.
The highest, Nevada,
Well, it goes with the casino
Las
industry.
Vegas. I said boom. Okay.
Nevada got so we ain't moving to Nevada, baby. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Arkansas.
Wait, what?
Arkansas.
Arkansas has the high. Who the fuck lives in
4.0.
Arkansas?
I don't know. I was wondering. Oh wait, this one gets even better. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, 3.9.
Wait. So the top three are Nevada, 4.2, Arkansas, and
4.0,
Oklahoma.
and Oklahoma,
Who
3.9.
creeping in Oklahoma?
But that's the crazy part. Maryland, the state of Maryland now, not just the city of Baltimore, the state of Maryland is not even in the top 10.
Yeah, you know.
That's crazy.
We try to work it out here.
Okay, the lowest rate for divorce is
Well, we got it in
Illinois.
here.
Illinois,
Chicago? Chi-town?
1.3.
Nah, Chicago can't be in that.
I'm telling you,
Chicago?
Chicago,
I know Chicago. All right, go ahead.
Massachusetts,
Okay.
1.5.
All right.
Texas, 2.1.
We talked about moving to Texas.
Hey, Uncle Danny.
Okay, all right, Uncle Danny. All right.
Okay. At number 10, DC.
Okay, DC at the top 10
DC.
with the lowest state. And you know you ain't in the state yet, but the lowest.
2.4. Okay.
Okay.
Top 5 reasons. You ready for these?
Woo, let's
Now
break them
these
down.
these are not Gina
These
Young.
are stats.
Paperwork.
We're not here giving you fake numbers. We're not
Nope.
trumping. We're not trumping. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. Lack of commitment or incompatibility. People realized during COVID they were incompatible with each other.
Ah,
They said,
so those are
I'm not
people.
committed. I'm out.
I got you. I see what you're saying. So a lot of people got married for the thought of getting married.
Right. And then they realized they're not
That
compatible.
ain't your person.
So then they're not committed.
Out of 100%, 43%.
Yes.
They not. Damn. So
We not compatible.
43% of the people that are married
Mm-hmm.
that got divorced was because
That's why.
they're not even on the same page.
Okay, number 2, surprisingly, I thought this was number 1, but it wasn't. Infidelity in affairs.
20. Wow, 28%.
28% though.
Infidelity in affairs.
I thought that would have been number 1. Because of the access to so much. Because see, some
Yeah,
people
I
think
see what you're
social
saying.
media is cheating. Liking photos and that kind of DMing other people.
So I can DM any bitch?
No, that's cheating. I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought that's what you just said.
No, that's a form of cheating.
I thought you said people think that's a form, but you saying that
People
is a
do
form.
think that's a form of cheating. So with all of that social media access to ass and all that, I thought this would have been the first.
I ain't gonna
one.
front. I have to unfollow a couple people. I just don't want that kind of smoke.
You don't want that smoke.
Nah, I don't want that smoke.
Right.
I like my fire low. I like my
Your
fire low. I like my fire low.
Your fire low.
Like, I don't want a lot of smoke everywhere.
You don't want this smoke.
All right, so
Number 3.
28% infidelity.
yeah.
43, we ain't on the same page, nigga.
Yes.
You can't make me come. 20?
No, we didn't. That's not that.
That's not
Well-
incompatibility.
You're right. Because sexually, you may not be compatible, and that'll break you up. I don't know if sex should cause a divorce, but it could.
Man, that's not big in my country. All right, go ahead.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, let's go.
I like. The third is money. Money. Always in the top 5 of ruining a relationship.
That's kind of low though. I ain't gonna front.
22%.
Oh no, that's some more core.
Finances.
Money will break up a lot of
Money
relationships.
will ruin relationships, you guys.
I think
And credit.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, look how low this one is. Domestic violence.
Wow.
And they put addiction with domestic violence. And it was only 5.8.
6%.
You rounded up. They're
Yeah.
not protecting our women out here, y'all. I just want to bring that to the platform. They getting these protective orders and women are getting killed
Nah.
more frequent.
And that's something serious, then. You know,
Seriously.
serious.
Look how low they put this on the list.
But again, that's a lot. Females not speaking up.
Yeah.
Or when they do speak up, people don't take it seriously.
Right.
You know what I mean? Wow, 6%. But hey, numbers don't lie. But okay.
And number 5.
Now, this one I'm surprised by.
Communication issues. Womp womp. Why are you surprised at this?
1.2%
I didn't think this was in the top 5.
communication.
So what about remarriages? This is where you and I come in. Okay?
Oh, these numbers not good. You want to read these numbers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
We gonna beat these odds right here.
You being real out here. Okay.
Alright, so remarriages.
These are people who get married for the second time.
Second time
Like
around.
we are.
Like us.
We 2 times.
67% end in divorce.
Wow.
67%. Now divorce is not an option for me and Trey, so we don't discuss divorce because we're not getting divorced. But 67% end in divorce. Oh wait, it gets better. What about people who get married for
Third
the
time.
third time?
No, a couple third timers.
Third time round.
Time offenders.
74.
74
ended in
Damn.
divorce.
Race. Like, what's the highest divorce rate amongst race?
Okay, so the National Center for Family and Marriage Research stated that black women,
Whoa. 30.8
out of 1,000.
out of 1,000.
I don't know about that, but that's what it is. Okay,
Those are the stats.
that's a stat.
Those
Number
are
2,
several sites.
number 2, Hispanic women, but they're at 18.5,
18 point, almost half.
almost half. And then the Caucasian woman, she's number 3, 12.4.
Mm.
And then they just lumped everybody else in the category of other.
That's
Don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I don't know
What's
what
up with
other.
that? What's
That
other?
could be Asian, all of that.
Then put it like that.
You know. So let's talk about it. I could see why. I'm gonna give you my take on it. I could see why black women are the highest at 30.8.
Wow.
30.8, almost 31 out of 100. You look at white women, 12.4 out of 1,000. Look at Hispanic women. You know, I grew up in that culture. 18%. That's real low. They are taught from early, you don't leave your man. So I can see that being a low number. Our black women, our beautiful queens, are being taught. Be independent. You don't need nobody. You could be you. And that's great. I love this woman for her independence. Love it. Doesn't mean she has to be alone. You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong for women being strong, being able to hold it down. But I know she appreciates the fact she knows she's not alone.
No, I feel where you're going with this. And I agree. I think for the last 20, 30 years, that has been the
Part of the plan.
part of the spine. So it started with taking the fathers out of the household in the black communities, right? Then it turned into mass incarceration. The woman can't receive assistance to get herself and her kids in position until you remove the father or you get into the court systems. Okay, so, and we're not just saying black love, we're saying in a marriage, because the word marriage has kind of been tainted in our community. And we want to bring it back. We want to show that you can do it. In a millennial standpoint, you can do it without losing your independence. So we want to change the trends. That's what we're trying to say, you guys. We want to change the trend.
Yeah. Change the narrative. You already know.
You already know.
Alright, so yo, it's your boy Trey Verdejo.
It's your girl, Gina Verdejo.
We want to thank y'all for tuning in to episode 12. It's 1 + 1 equals
2.
Relationship is all about.
Addition and subtraction.
Yeah. Make sure you tune in.
Real talk.
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
follow, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing.
It don't cost nothing to support.
Follow our IG page.
Keep it beautiful. Sponsors. We'll see you on the next one.
Check us out.
Peace.